Hello, welcome to Color All the Things with Melissa. Today I'm just doing a recording instead of a live stream because apparently yesterday live streaming didn't work out so hot. I got the house, so those that were wondering, I got the house. They accepted our offer, so yay! Lord have mercy, yesterday was something else. But I did finish Serene. I posted up on my Instagram, so if you don't follow me on Instagram, head on over. My Instagram name is down below. And then I posted it to Simple Art for Adults, Reading with Pugs, A Colorful Life. I posted it to the Serene Facebook, so did all that. So now I'm moving back to the Vilin sand poster. So I before had stopped about right here. So I did this, got some Starry Night going. What's under here? Oh. And then I've been working. So this is midday. So if you haven't watched any of my other streams or videos, what I'm planning on do. So you have this will be the twilight before dawn, and then it'll move on dawn, early morning, mid-afternoon. It'll go into late afternoon, evening, and dusk. That is how I'm going to do this. So my shadows have gone appropriately. Midday sun. So shadows on this side of the middle, and there's a line. I don't know that you can see this very well, but there is the fold right here is midday. So everything on this side has shadows to the left. Everything on this side has shadows to the right. That is really confusing for me. It's really thrown me off because I'm a left shadow girl. So I'm really having to pay attention to what I'm doing. But that's what I'm doing. You see, I've done some work on the mushrooms, and those will be what I hit next. But I need to finish up this tree. I'm almost done. I only got a little bit left. So I'm going to finish up the tree, which, yay, yay, yay. I'm working with Luminance and Polychromos. So I've got dark sepia, Polychromos, olive brown 10%, olive brown 50%, and olive brown in the Luminance, giving a green tinge to my tree here. So I'm gonna zoom in, get it going, and see what's the what. What's the what, yo? All right, so I was working right in here before I decided to call it a night last night. I don't remember. I don't remember where I left off. So I'm going to go on with the olive brown 50%. And just make sure I'm pulling the shadows down just a bit. You're still a little hungry. We still have the middles of the cinnamon roll to eat. You don't like the middle? Oh my goodness. Who doesn't like the middle of a cinnamon roll? I don't know if she's actually my kid. Well, you can wait until it's snack time, honey, okay? So, now the base that I did, oh, you know what, I think I did all that. Let me go down. Let me go down here. So the base that I did on all of this was with Inktense. So I used, I think it was oak and saddle brown. I wanna say I've already done the sepia shadows. So again, midday sun coming down that way. Let's see, let's go in with the dark. or the olive brown. I'm just going to pull the shadow out just a little bit, but not too much, because this is pretty dark, and on top of the sepia, it really pops the shadow. I hope everybody else is doing all right. I know I've been a bit flaky, but you know, buying a house is hard. We went house hunting, and it's stressful. And then I got in a coloring funk, and I didn't want to color, and I didn't want, like, all I was doing was looking online at houses and comparing houses and setting up viewings for houses, and you know, so I was out of it for a little bit. But they accepted our offer yesterday. Just as I was going to pick my kid up from the bus stop, I got a text from my real estate agent that they accepted our offer. Yay! My husband had been dragging his feet. If you didn't see the live stream yesterday, he'd been dragging his feet, and I was like, how salty do you think I would have been if we didn't get that house because you were dragging your feet on it? He goes, I was telling people at work I probably could not go home. He was like, I was just going to sleep on the couch in my office. I was like, oh, okay. That was probably a wise idea. It's like, you brr. I called my mom in a tizzy. I was cursing one way and up another, and she goes, Zoe can't hear you. I said, no, she's outside. I said, if she wasn't outside, I wouldn't be saying this. She's like, okay, calm down. I said, I am. That's why I'm calling you. My poor mom. She was a good sport. For my tizzy. I was mad. I cleaned my house. My house is clean. Like, super duper clean. Because when I get mad, like, I've got to do something, right? And I didn't, for whatever reason, I didn't go on a walk because I was worried if I went on a walk and then, you know, I got a text or something, what if the text wouldn't come through because there was no cell service, even though that doesn't actually happen. Any of the routes I go. Oh, goodness. Today's the day. Yes, sweetheart. And I said no, sweetie. Okay? That's the last time I'm going to say it. Do you understand? Okay. Thank you. Sometimes. Anyway, so I stayed home and I cleaned my house. I did laundry, I did dishes, I vacuumed, I swept, I mopped, I wiped down counters, I put pledge on the dining room table, and fluffed up the couch cushions. I did lots of stuff. My husband comes home and he goes, huh, that bad, huh? I was like, yeah, I was that pissed. Because he knows when he comes home and the house is clean, either I'm upset, somebody's coming, basically somebody's coming or I'm upset. That's when, like, the house is spotless. Otherwise, there's, like, clutter and, you know, just normal house stuff that you don't always take care of every time. Or you only do it by room or whatever. Usually I go by room and I clean room by room. By the time I get back to the room I started at, it needs it again. So the only times the whole house is spotless is when I'm pissed or somebody's coming. But it works out because my realtor's coming tomorrow. So I'll just have to like spot clean. Because I'm one of those people, like, my house doesn't get dirty, it gets cluttered. I mean, it gets dirty and I clean it and whatever, but like, it gets cluttered very fast. I have 2 girls and a husband that doesn't pick up after himself. So my house gets cluttered, and sometimes I'm just like, man, I don't feel like dealing with it. This is not what I wants to be doing. So I just let it go. Or I clean around it. Or, I just pick it up as I go and place it in somebody else's way until they get the hint that maybe they should pick it up. So I clean, but I don't I do the spring clean in the spring, and I don't know how to explain it. But anyway, my mom, she cleans house once a day or once a week, like top to bottom. There is something. There we go. There's like a little bead of something right there. So then I'm going to go in with the 10%. I don't know if I told you that other one was the 50%. Just kind of blend it all together. I'm being very loose with this. And the reason I can be loose with it is because of the ink tints underneath. I'm really just punching up and manipulating shadows. I'm not doing a whole lot to add a ton of color because I've got good color in here. So I know this looks funky right here. It's the shadow. See? Shadow. Because I was looking at it on there. I'm like, man, I hope that isn't such a big difference. It's not. I checked. So yeah, my mom's always had like a smaller house where it's not outside the realm of possibility to clean the house in a morning. My house is stupid big because apparently my husband has this thing. He grew up in a very tiny house, and so the space matters to him. And so I'm fine with it. But that means there's just more surface area to clean. So I cannot clean. I mean, I can clean my house in a day, but it legit takes a day. So I just break it up and do it in pieces. My mom came over and she was going to do her clean in a day thing. And I'm like, sure, let's do it. And by lunch, she's like, we're not really halfway done. I said, oh no, so I don't do it in a day. She goes, oh, okay. So we can't do your cleaning schedule. So I got a new one. So I went online, I went on Amazon. I got a couple things actually. I got a book. I need to do a book flip through, The Hidden Paradises. Oh, and I forget the author. Hidden Paradise. I need to do a flip through that book. What was I going to say? Oh, I got a cleaning schedule insert for my Happy Planner. It's really cool. Let me see here. Come on, just need one. So it's really cool here. It has every day you make the bed, you straighten a bedroom, straighten the living room. So it kind of works out pretty good. And on the other side is the weekly stuff. And it's been working out pretty good. And it's kept me on top of, I've only done it for 3 days now. So it's kind of kept me on top of stuff though. So I don't feel overwhelmed. I hate that feeling when I let stuff go because I'm complicit and lazy. And then I get pissed when I go to, like, I get so mad at myself. I'm like, man, you knew this was going to be a pain in the rear when you went to go do it, and yet you still slacked off like it ain't nothing. I get so mad at myself. So that's helping. So every day I have to do my little chart sheet, my chart thing, and I get to put a sticker. Sometimes putting a sticker is fun, though. I gotta tell you, even as an adult, putting a sticker makes you feel good. Ain't nothing wrong with getting a sticker. But it's very helpful to, like, cross things off a list. I'm one of those people where it's very satisfying to cross something off a list. So I have lists, like, everywhere in my house. Everywhere. Because I love lists. I love them. Cleaned up my oldest's room. I actually had my husband help because he was off on President's Day. And he's like, what? Because I was, like, trying to put her books away, but I have a hard time with my hip the way it is. I have a hard time sitting down on the floor, like, cross-legged or something, and, you know, leaning and stretching and turning like that. So he put her books away. He straightened up her books and put them away, and he was so proud of himself. I'm just like, yeah, thank you. And then he was like, hey, Kaylee, guess who put your books away? And she's like, Mommy? He goes, no, it was me. I could smack him if I didn't love him. Sometimes. Oh, well. I'm really digging how this is coming out. I think one of the ladies, yeah, Barbara, one of the ladies is already finished, which is just mind-blowing to me. But I've done a couple of buddy colors with her, and she is a fast colorist. But she's already done. Here I was like, yeah, I got 3 months to finish this. It's cool. I can do that. And she's like, no, we'll do a week, 2 weeks. I think it was 2 weeks. Oh, well. Again, not a competition. It's supposed to be fun and enjoyable, and it is. Really can't stress enough, this coloring is not a competition. We are not competing. I don't know why I tossed that over there, because it flashes it out when I go back and forth like that. So I'm trying to watch myself. So I'm just going in with the olive brown now. I was watching. So I'm really got it in my head that I want to paint something or some things, more than one, for my house to hang up on the wall. I want to paint pictures. And I was looking, I'm like, I don't know if I want to do watercolor or acrylics or oil. I was looking at all that, and oils are really bad for lung issues and animals, and we plan on getting animals. So I kind of knocked oil out of the race just on that alone. Even though I like the look of oil paintings, the the cleanup and the health risks on some of them is just not worth it for me. So I'm just not even gonna like mess with it. Maybe some other time. I mean, it's not like I'll paint one painting and be done, I hope. My goal is that I just keep painting and I enjoy it enough that I just keep doing it. So then I was watching the Art Sherpa for acrylics. She does some really cool stuff. You can't see under that snail. I'm sorry. So I was watching the Art Sherpa. I was watching some watercolorist. I can't, for the life of me, there was like 2 or 3 that I was watching. I don't remember. If I do remember, I'll link them. I forgot to take my medicine. So I was watching the Art Sherpa. I was like, oh man, this is, acrylic is pretty cool, right? Now I was watching this other one, and they were like painting wheat. I was like, oh, this is gorgeous. I want to water. So I haven't decided like what I want to do. I'm going in with a little bit of shadow just because of the stuff right here. So I haven't decided what exactly I want to do. But my husband was like, yeah, you could paint like a seascape dune type scene where you have the dune and the dune grass, and you've got this old weathered he's like, you should also do an old weathered fence. I'm thinking, I can't. I mean, I could probably try it. I mean, but I'm just like, he's got way more confidence in my abilities than maybe I do. He's like, yeah, I would love that for my office. Just like, okay, honey, we'll see. I'm thinking watercolor because I have most of the stuff already. I just need a mop brush. I don't have a mop brush, but I have a lot of good stuff already. I have a lot of the expensive paint brushes too. So I mean, if I've already got the stuff, I've got the Gansai Tambi, which would be good enough for now. Because it's going to take me a while. I'll have to practice a couple things and see how it feels. I've got a certain, like, I really want to do a beachy theme in the house with the really cool blues and cool greens and some really nice relaxing colors in the house. And so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll do them. Maybe I'll do them with you guys on a recording or a stream or something. I don't know if that's something you'd be into. Let me know in the comments if you'd want to. It wouldn't be a coloring book. It would just be me watercoloring or painting or something. I don't know if that's something people would dig or not. So, I got new subscribers, which is so exciting. So thank you all for joining. I'm up to like 272, I think I saw this morning, which is ridiculous. I can't believe it. I'm so flabbergasted. that 272 people like enough to hit that subscribe button. But if you're not, hit it. I don't have it linked. Would it be? It would be down there, right down there. I'm trying to imagine in my head what it looks like. Oh, we're getting there. Oh, I see the end in sight. The end is in sight. Can you guys get it? Yay. Oh my goodness. It's really warm out, but it's kind of a yucky day. When I put in some of these shadows, I wasn't cognizant of what I was planning on doing. So they're kind of in the wrong spot. It's okay though. I can work it. Work it. Work it, work it. Feel like it's weird without a live audience. I don't know what to talk about now. I don't know. I think the watercoloring or painting in general will be fun. It'll be a great experience. Can't wait to do that. But first, I've got to, finish buying the house. I've got inspections next week. My husband's trying to pit some mortgage brokers against each other to get a better rate. If we can get the rate down, that'd be less payments per month, which is fine. I'm gonna do the radon testing and pest test, termite inspection. So we'll get that done because it's all hardwood floors, and it backs up to a field. So I'll never have any neighbors behind me because right behind me is a fire station. Which my realtor talked to the neighbors and they said they wait to turn on the siren until they get out a ways to a main road. So I don't have to worry about like sirens going off in the middle of the night from the fire station. So, but I'll never have anybody behind me. So that's kind of cool. Oh, I'm going to have to sharpen this pencil soon. It's not really needed it. Too bad. But these I'm going to have to sharpen. I sharpen my pencils. So if you guys haven't watched the Art Sherpa, she's a little ridiculous. She's an eclectic lady, but it's fun to watch. I'm just going to go on and sharpen them all. Just going to do it. The M&R sharpeners turned out to be pretty darn good. So, all right. I have to empty out my sharpening bin. Okay. Taking the regular olive brown, this 039. So the only bad thing with the Luminance is this writing will wear off. But because I hold them like right here. So, eventually I'm not going to be able to know. Like that one's gotten worn off. I don't know if you can see. I should probably stop holding them like that, but eh. And this has an HOA, and it's got a little pool. And it's like walking distance to the high school, which is pretty cool. But there's a huge walking trail that goes like around the schools and then back into a park area. It's like 4 or 5 miles worth of walking trails, which is super cool. So he doesn't like that. I'll have to go in and see how much of it is shaded though. That's the only bad part. Some of these walking trails, it's like right in the sun, and I'm in North Carolina, and direct sunlight in the summer is hot, yo. This stuff is stinking hot. And not fun to be in. So, hopefully, it's mostly shaded. I mean, I don't mind popping out every now and then, but ooh. Let's see. Let's see. I'm really digging this. I'm digging it. So I've lined up the next couple things I want to finish. So I've got a couple of like in progresses. So I've got this one. I finished up the Serene. I've got this one. I've got the Ivy and the Inky Butterfly, the Wonder Room, and then I've got Bob, the other half of the dragon from Zelmja Nova. So got all that to finish up. Gotta finish Bob. So got that to do, which will be fun. So I've got some stuff lined up, so I won't be hurting for what to color for a while. Which sometimes it's good and sometimes it's bad, because then I'm like, man, I want to start something else. Which I will. I'll start something else and set it aside too. That's okay. Because I hate when I like legit have nothing started and nothing pending, you know, nothing to finish. And I'm just standing in front of my bookcase and I'm staring at my books like an idiot going, I don't know what I want to do. And I'll stand there for like an hour or more and my husband will be like, what are you doing? So I'm trying to pick a book. You haven't picked one yet? No. It takes a while, man. I forgot to get some shadow in here. So I hate standing there like a bump on a log looking at my books going, ugh. Well, sometimes I know what I want to work on. Sometimes I'm clueless. Most of the time I'm clueless, let's be honest. Let me be honest with y'all. Let me be real. Most of the time, I was clueless. Clue-frickin-less. That's okay. Sometimes I come up with some really cool ideas while I'm clueless. I don't know if I hope my stomach noises aren't like traveling that far. They're loud today. I even ate something. Might be nerves. I did buy a house. I bought a house. I did. That is a thing that happened. All right, so made it to the seam. Let's finish this bad boy off. Finish it. Finish him. No Mortal Kombat fans. I remember that the original Nintendo game. I always played Scorpion. No, honey, it's not snack time yet. Oh man, she's so hungry. You've had 2 cinnamon rolls. What exactly more do you want to eat? No, that's not what I'm saying, honey. You can have carrot sticks. Yes. Oh, you're gonna have to excuse me. Okay. Sun came out. Whoo. That sun really did come out. All right. She has a banana. Maybe. Are you okay? Yeah. Okay. Sun came out. Maybe I'll go for a walk today. That'd be nice. Nice walk. What am I making for dinner? I think I'm having kielbasa. Oh, see, I know why I did the shadows on the wrong side, because there's little tick marks. That's okay. It's okay. Tomislav Tomic didn't know what I was going to do. And if he had, he'd have been like, that's a wonderful idea. No, I don't know. Let's just see if I can pull off that sky transition. That'll be the miracle. Though it may be for last. Actually, it most likely will be last. I may end up doing it just with chalk. We'll see. I say that before, and then I'm just like, nope, here's some Inktense, or here's some watercolor. I was doing the background in Serene yesterday. I was using watercolor. And everybody's like, oh, this is like super good paper. And it is. It's really good paper. But putting the watercolor on it was really weird. Like, it was not acting the way you would expect paper of that caliber to act. Like, it would soak it up in some places, like, super fast. I mean, and then would have, like, these really, like, weird dots that were soaked in more than the other parts around it. And then down at the bottom, the paper was almost hydrophobic, which was super weird. So I don't know what was going on there, or why it was doing that. It was very weird to work with. Super weird. She's a super freak. Super freak. She's super freaky. So I was not entirely pleased with putting watercolor on Serene, which is so weird. I'm just going to go on and do this whole thing. I'm not even going to like break it up in parts like I've done anything else. I'm just going to shade to the end. Yeah, it was so super weird. In Selm Just Nova, it was not at all what I expected. I had noticed it on a few of the fish when I was putting the ink tints, but I thought it was just like maybe I had done something weird to the paper. I'm wondering if the hydrophobic part was from me putting my arm, but this is the first time I've had my arm like exposed. Normally it was in a sleeve, so I don't know. It's not like my oils would have gotten all over it. And I'm not very oily anyway. So I do not know. It's so bizarre. Okay, so this is going to be weird. I don't know how to do the shadows here. I'm looking at the light's coming all the way from this angle. So that will be more light than up here. So I'm going to do top down shadows. With a little bit to the right side of the plant. There. All right, so that is dark sepia. Done. Put it to the side. Going in with the olive brown. Oops, not done. Critter shadow. I forgot the critter shadow. Shame. 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 I did buy a new book. We were at Barnes and Nobles the other day. Went out President's Day. My oldest had school because it was a snow makeup day. So she was at school, so it was just my husband, my youngest, and I. We went out to Jason's Deli. This is a good deli shop here. They have free ice cream, which, you know, goes over good with the youngins when you want them to go somewhere and eat something. Yeah, it's good for that manipulation. So we went to Jason's Deli, and right across from Jason's Deli is a Barnes & Noble. And I was like, can we just go in there? Because I like browsing. Although I hear that they're having some troubles, and that's sad. I don't know how bookstores are really going to survive. I like going in and looking at them. I don't always like buying there, though. Like for coloring books, I hate Barnes & Nobles. Like, it's terrible. They're expensive, and a lot of the times the books have been like flipped through and bent, and I'm just like, oh, I don't want to deal with that. So I don't buy my coloring books from there very often, unless they're in the clearance section and it's a book I want. But I like going and looking at regular books. Unfortunately, I'm one of those people, I can't just sit and like look at a row of books and pick something out. Like, I've got to have an author I'm going for, or I have to know what it is I'm looking for. It's very rare I will pick up a book and go, let's just do this. But I did end up picking up a book. It is not an unknown author to me. Probably isn't to any of you either. Unless you're not vampire fans, in which case, I don't know what to do with you. Kidding. Seriously kidding. So I picked up Charlene Harris's Midnight Road, Crossroad. So apparently she's done good enough that not only did she get the Sookie Stackhouse made into a show, she's now gotten another series made into a show called Midnight Texas, which I haven't watched. Though I think some of my friends on Twitter are like super into it. Monique, I think. So I picked that up. I thought that would be fun. Because I wanted something. I'm one of those I can't. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I used to be able to just, like, I would sit and voraciously read. Now I've got too many other things I need to do. So reading for more than 20, 30 minutes at a time gets a little difficult. I'm able to do sitting and coloring for longer. But I'm also able to, like, think through things while doing it. So it's not unproductive. Not that reading is unproductive. Reading is healthy for you. And I like reading. I love reading the dragon book that my daughter's got. I love reading that to her. And she's digging it. So, I like reading. And I'm hoping to find more time to read after we buy this house. So, that's why I bought that book. Either as I'm taking a break from painting the house or whatever, because I will be painting, because the whole place is just like beige. I'm tired of looking at beige, because this entire house is beige. I don't like looking at beige. So beigey. Olive brown, 50%. So close. Guys, we're so close. And then I'll pick out the colors I want to do so I did this in French gray. I did the tops in like a pale geranium lake. So kind of like the reddish orange and then French gray. So we'll pick the colors for those. I'll put these colors away. We'll pick those colors, do one or two, and then that might be the end for today. It might not. I'll pause it and see how I feel. Because I don't know about y'all. I really enjoy watching longer streams. So the idea of doing longer streams appeals to me. Because usually I'll color while I'm watching a YouTube, and I'll have different music on. Like, I very rarely listen to the audio of a YouTube video of the coloring. So I'll be coloring, listening to music, and I'll look up every now and then, see progress, check it out. And if I really am digging what's going on, I pay attention really close, or I turn the audio on, or And mostly it's just there, and it's kind of inspiration to just keep coloring. Just keep swimming. Right, Dory? Right. So, oh, I've got a new subscriber. Yay, Barbara. It just popped up on my computer. But so I don't listen to the audio. But I hate when I like miss, because the video is so short. It's like, 15, 20 minutes. And I've like missed an entire video. I was like, what? I didn't see any of it. So I really like longer videos, because then I can, if I've got my head in something, I don't feel like I have to look up every 5 seconds. So that's why I like longer videos. I don't know if you guys do. If you don't, let me know in the comments down below. Hey, that rhymes. Oh, this tree is almost done. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. I know. I want you. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. My poor kids. I'm just going to say that. My poor teenage kids. It was one car ride. I probably embarrassed the crap out of my youngest, or my oldest. Because I had made like I think we were going to the beach, and it's like 2.5 hours to the beach. And so I made like a car ride playlist, right? And of course, if you're going to do a car ride playlist, you have to put on Bohemian Rhapsody. And my husband and I sang it the entire song. And my youngest is just sitting there like, what are you doing? Olive brown 10%. And I see a little scaramuccia. I sang that wrong. Anyway. I see a little silhouette of a man. Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening me. Yeah, so we sang it the whole time at full volume, dancing. I'm sure the cars passing us by were like, what is going on? My oldest sank in her seat. So, that's kind of who we are. And that is okay, but she is going to hate us. Like, I can see my youngest like digging it and playing along and whatnot, but my oldest, no, that would embarrass her to high heaven. So, you gotta do it. I'm thinking I may take this olive brown 10% and all these little white areas that I left, I might just put this in there. So I can't believe this. Amazing. Amazing. Just love it when things come together. It's the best feeling ever. Well, I'll hold off on those. So let me zoom out. Zoomy zoom. Zoomy, 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 zoom. And let me put these away. So sepia. Olivey brown. Olivey brown. Olivey brown, olivey brown, olivey brown. Alright. So, this is the tree trunk in its entirety, completely colored in. What? Boom. How stinking awesome is that? So I'm gonna fold that up. Just gonna keep this here. Let's see, French grays. I don't really have French grays in the Polychromos. Let's see, where we got some French grays. So we got our Lyras. Don't really have a French gray. Okay. Polys. No. I've got warm and cool, and that's it. Prisma, I know I've got French grays, but I don't know that I want maybe the putty beige and a French gray, because I like that putty beige. So maybe French gray 50 and putty beige. Let me see how that works out here. So Prisma, French gray 50, right? Did I say 50? Yes. French gray 50 and putty beige. Let's see how this works out here. Not right now, honey. Zoe. I kind of dig that. That gives it a warmer gray. Cool. Putty beige and 50% gray Prismacolor. I am legit using everything in my arsenal for this picture. So, first time I've used M&R or Prismacolor in the M&R sharpener. Normally I use it in my Tigal. That nice point. What's nice about the Prismas is if I run out, I'm not waiting on Dick Blick. Speaking of Dick Blick, oh goodness, I ordered the full Blick pencil set. I have like a handful of them, the Blick Studio pencils. These are they have two different names, but it's the same. Yeah, because they're both made in the Czech Republic. So I bought a full set. They're kind of hard, but I like them. And I think they'll work pretty good on like create space. So let's work on a few stems of these mushy rooms. So I've got one that goes off back behind the thing here. So, and again, light source. So the French gray 50, I'm coming up. I'm not pressing hard. It's very awkward because of the you know what, I need a little bit darker. Let me grab 70% just on that edge. I just want it to pop just a bit more. So sharpen up to 70% French gray. There's just not enough shadow on that side. Oh, nice and sharp. Nice and sharp. I'm going to have to empty this soon. They're coming to get you, Barbara. Don't ask me why I just quoted that. All right, that looks a little better. Just wanted just an extra pop of shadow. And then the 50%, just lightly. You can always go back and put it heavier later. And then putty beige all over. There we go. I like it. See how that gave just a little darker on that side? I think that's really what it needed. Oops. So I'm actually going to shadow right here too. Just a bit. Now the white dots on this, I'm actually going to keep white. So, all right. Sweet. All right, give me 2 seconds here. I'm going to get her some watercolor. She's pouting. All right, got her watercoloring, so she's a happy camper. So 70%, 50% French gray, and putty beige. And I'm a happy camper too. Oops, I'm sorry. %, French gray. Go up a little bit more there. 50% French gray. Putty beige. I dig it. All right, so that's my stem colors. Got that figured out. Sweet. So I want, let's see. I want a nice, let me back out. A nice red to almost a yellow gradient. I'm not entirely sure what's gonna get me there. I'm gonna do Scarlet Lake, dark orange, and orange yellow. Grab that. That's Malira's, so. Why don't you bring it here? Scarlet Lake, dark orange, and orange yellow.
Blue and dark blue.
You did.
And then I put it on her face.
Yeah.
Catch her face.
Her face. Her face. I've got to sharpen these. Well, I don't have to sharpen them just yet. I haven't decided that that's what I'm going to do. So. Scarlet Lake, dark orange, and orange yellow. I think I need a darker red, maybe a vermilion. Oh. It's a pretty dark red. It's very orangey red though. I think I just need one more red. Maybe that vermilion. Add in vermilion. No. Alright, I don't think this will be it. I don't think the lyras are going to be it. Alright. No lyras. What's next? What's next? Alright. If this part bores you, I'm sorry. Skip until you don't see this anymore. Pale Geranium Lake, Light Cad Red, and Cad Orange. Let's see. Pale Geranium. Oh. Cad Red and Cad. Maybe Orange Glaze. I'll pull both. Cad Orange and Orange Glaze. Okay. So let's see. So, Pale Geranium Lake. It's a nice red. Light Cad Red. And then Cad Orange. And then maybe a little Orange Glaze right at the highlight. And maybe instead of the Orange Glaze, maybe a dark chrome yellow. So let's see. Pale Geranium Lake. Light Cad Red. She's so pretty.
I haven't done her flower here. Yeah.
Dark Cad Orange.
Dark Cad Orange.
Mm-hmm.
Dark
And dark chrome yellow.
yellow.
I think that's going to be it. Okay. Found it. Boom. Can you say boom?
Boom.
Boom.
Boom. What does the England Queen say when she says hello?
She goes, hello.
Hard to say it without Daddy.
It is hard to say it without Daddy. Daddy went to London, didn't he?
And he brought us candy.
Uh-huh.
And we got to sleep without him.
Mm-hmm. Nice and bright. I like it. Can I show them yours? That's what she's painting from the Prima Princess. That's so pretty. Because she's a Prima Princess.
You're the Prima Princess.
You're the Prima Princess. So I think I just want to do straight down red to yellow. I don't want to do like too fancy. I think I've got enough fancy pants stuff going on. So I'm going to try to not go too fancy schmancy pantsy. like the color. I'm going to do snow capped. So I'll go over with gel pen when I'm done and make it snow capped. I might take a little gray and shadow it. I might do that. You see I'm starting all the way back at the top with every layer. Just blending it out. That helps keep the blend good and even. At least in my opinion. Some people it doesn't work out too hot. And honestly, it doesn't always work out too hot for me either. But 90% of the time, this works pretty good to keep a nice even blend and keep a good color tone. So you're not jarring from reds to this almost yellow-orange. You can see the shift in the color as it goes dark to lighter. So, and that is the mushrooms. So that'll be cool. That'll be nice and bright. Oh, those will be some bright mushrooms. There's so many of them that I think that'll be good. I hope. Cross some fingers. Cross your fingers. So excellent. I'll keep working on this. You keep working on your projects. And if you are also doing the Vilin sand poster, let me know because this is super awesome. I really like the glaze. There's the glaze on this, and so it's a little raised, and it feels good. Ooh, I could do a glaze. Let's see. Let me just take... Oh, my pencils are going to fall off. No, don't do that. I'm going to take cold gray 3. Maybe cold gray 2. My baby cold gray. Got eaten. Oh, I've got to sharpen the 3. So this is Polychromos Cold Gray 3 and Cold Gray 2. I just want to see. I want to see in the video. I'm going to zoom back in here. How the shadow is really going to work out. And if it's going to matter, like, will you see it? So if you're not going to see it, I don't know how much of a point there is to do it. Yeah, see, I mean, I can see it, but y'all can't. Maybe if I pull a darker gray. So let's go up to 4. Just along the outside there. It's a little better. Take the 2, kind of blend that out. Let's see, let me get my tried and true Luminance white. Just go in here. Kind of just blend it really good. Maybe just a bit down here too. Really brighten that up. So I don't know if you guys can see that. I see there's a little shadow. Just a hint. And so take my Jelly Roll white. Let's see. Get it activated and going here. What I plan on doing is just going in. Might need I need my other gel pen. So that is the plan I have for that. And then what would be even cooler, is this the glaze? No, that's the Stardust. See? Stardust. This is the glaze. It's got the shimmery, and go in and glaze, so it gives a bit of a, you guys won't be able to see this, but it'll give a bit of a, it's not lunchtime, honey, raised effect. No, it's not snack time. You already had a snack. Oh yeah. Even I'm having a hard time seeing that. I'm just making sure I got it everywhere. I did. I got it everywhere. Okay. Whew. Wouldn't I feel silly? All right. So there you go. There's the start of the mushrooms. And hopefully they're just enough contrast against that log, and we should be able to see them excellently. So, ta-da! Whoa, that was a shaking. I hope that wasn't showing up for you guys. I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on. But anyway, thank you for joining me. Please like and subscribe. Comment down below with any questions, comments, suggestions, requests. I can't guarantee I'll get to it, but you know, it never hurts to ask. So thank you for hanging with me today, and I will see you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.